Health check. Why swimming in the sea is good for you. This is, of course, assuming that the sea is clean seawater. If you live near the sea, make frequent trips to the beach, or are planning an island holiday, chances are you're getting more of it than just enjoyment. It has long been thought sea frolicking has many health benefits. Historically, doctors would recommend their patients go to the seaside to improve various illnesses. They would actually issue a prescription detailing exactly how long and how often and under what conditions their patients were to be in the water. This is an article by Sergio Diaz Alvarez, doctor of Curie Hospital of University of Newcastle in the UK. Using seawater for medical purposes even has a name. It's called thalassotherapy. In 1769, a popular British doctor, Richard Russell, published a dissertation arguing for using seawater in diseases of the glands, in which he included scurvy, jaundice, leprosy, and glandular consumption, which was the name for glandular fever at the time. He advocated drinking seawater as well as swimming in it. To this day, healing and spa resorts by the seaside abound. They're thought of as places where people can not only get let go of their troubles, but in some cases even cure arthritis. That's just one of many diseases and illnesses. But does the evidence actually stack up? Does seawater cure skin conditions and improve mental health symptoms? Skin conditions and wounds. Ocean water differs from river water in that it is significantly higher in amounts of minerals, including sodium, chloride, sulfate, magnesium, and calcium. That's why it's highly useful for skin conditions such as psoriasis. Psoriasis is a chronic autoimmune, where the immune system attacks healthy cells, skin condition. People with psoriasis suffer often debilitating skin rashes made of itchy, scaly flakes. Bathing in natural mineral water, rich mineral water, including mineral springs, is called balneotherapy and has long been used to treat psoriasis. There's also evidence for climatotherapy, where a patient is relocated to a specific location for treatment, for example in the Dead Sea, being an effective remedy for the condition. Patients suffering from psoriasis have themselves reported feeling better after swimming in the ocean, but this may also have to do with sun exposure, which has been found to improve psoriasis symptoms. Ocean swimming also has benefits for eczema, another immune mediating condition. Swimming in the sea can be a good exercise option for those with severe eczema, as they often struggle to exercise in the heat and chlorinated pools. But the response of eczema sufferers to salt water is variable. Some find it soothing, others uncomfortable. There is some evidence to support the idea magnesium absorption is beneficial for the skin of eczema sufferers, presumably because it makes it less dry, as those using Epsom salt baths will attest. This may happen because magnesium-rich seawater may improve moisture retention in the skin, making it stronger and more rigid. Because it's rich in other mineral salts such as sodium and iodine, ocean water can be considered an antiseptic, meaning it may have wound-healing properties. On the other hand, swimming in the ocean with open wounds may expose you to potential bacterial infections. As for hay fever and sinus issues, nasal irrigation or flushing of the nasal cavity with salty solutions is used as a complementary therapy by many people suffering from hay fever, as well as inflammation and infection of the sinuses. Ocean swimming and exposure to the salt environment are possibly associated with reduced symptoms of hay fever and sinusitis, as well as other respiratory symptoms. This is because the saline effect on the lining of the sinuses may reduce inflammation, although scientific evidence for this is less robust. The director of clinical services at the medical charity Allergy UK claims people who live by and swim in the sea tend to have healthier respiratory symptoms. She says because seawater is cleansing and mimics the body's own fluids in the lining of the airways, it doesn't irritate them. Now, sea swimming is also very nice for meditation and relaxation. Exercising in natural environments has been shown to have greater benefits for mental health than exercising elsewhere. This is because it combines the benefits of exercise with the restorative effects of being in nature. Swimming in the ocean is no less the case. It can be relaxing, meditative, and it reduces stress. In his 2014 book, Blue Mind, marine biologist Wallace J. Nichols brought together evidence for why people find themselves in a meditative and relaxing state when they are in, on, or under the water. Before I read the rest of the article, it's also the sound of the waves of the water that calm you. It's the sound that when you're so close to the water, it sort of blocks out everything else, and even perhaps blocks out the thoughts in your mind, and you concentrate on the sound of the waves of the water. Something very simple. The sea, the waves, the sand. It's just something very simple, just simplifying your life, whether it's during the day or in the evening. So, one reason, the article goes on to say, one reason is the breathing patterns used during swimming and diving. These stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system, the system that controls organ function and quietens the brain, and have effects on brain waves and hormones that influence the brain positivity. The weightlessness of water can also have a calming effect on the mind, even changing or slowing down brain waves. It can help provide a distraction from life, giving a sense of mindfulness, which is a state in which one is aware of one's surroundings in a meditative sort of fashion. Hydrotherapy or water therapy and swimming have also been shown to decrease symptoms of depression and anxiety. One study showed the effects of balneotherapy were comparable to a commonly used antidepressant drug called paroxetine. Cold water therapy. Hydrotherapy has been extensively used in rehabilitation, but here I will focus on the health benefits of swimming in cooler ocean water. Cold water swimming activates temperature receptors under the skin that release hormones such as endorphins, adrenaline, and cortisol. These have therapeutic benefits for musculoskeletal conditions such as fibromyalgia, which is a condition with chronic pain and tenderness all over the body and skin discomfort. Recurrent cold water exposure may also lead to enhanced function of the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps with organ function. This has been linked to an increase in the release of dopamine and serotonin. Depending on the temperature, swimming in colder waters will use up more calories to preserve body temperature, although the overall effect on fat mass is controversial. Frequent exposure to cold water has also been shown to increase the body's immunity. So overall, you would be wise to make ocean swimming a health habit. This is on The Conversation. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.